Okay, wait. I did want to talk. Let's just because I'm on a clock here. Real quick. This is interesting. Do you guys remember when Elon Musk, after buying Twitter, decided he was not going to be the CEO of it? He wanted to have some separation, even though he spent all his time on it. He talked about it more than any of his other companies. He tweeted 100 times a day. He wanted to pretend that someone else would be CEO. So he decided he would step back from the CEO role and he would hire Linda Yaccarino. This is this woman right here. Now, she had a background, a pretty successful background, doing ad sales for NBC Universal. I think they moved $100 million in ad sales, something crazy, maybe $100 billion. It was huge. I mean, Linda Cappuccino, you could call her. And the goal was, hey, I'm Elon Musk. I'm a little bit controversial. Twitter has turned into X.com. Ad sales are way down. We need somebody who's really, really good at ad sales to come in and get all the big advertisers like Lego and Oreos and Nike and everyone to just feel comfortable spending money on X. That was the plan, all right? We'll bring her in. She's the CEO. Now, there's one key difference, though, from a normal CEO, and that is she has zero authority over me, Elon Musk. Luckily, I'm a very normal dude who will not cause her problems in this job at all. Even though I get to do whatever I want, I have total control over the product, and the CEO can never, ever contradict me in any way. And that created a bit of a problem for Linda Yaccarino. Because even though she was nominally the CEO, people started to realize she was really more of a CEO in name only. In the first couple months in the job, her most important responsibility was crystallized. She would be a highly visible cleanup crew for Musk. Basically, Elon Musk would say some insane shit, advertisers would panic, and then she would be rolled out to be like, no, it's all good, everything's great. X.com is thriving and we're building for the future. And she was even asked directly about this contradiction.
You were brought in as CEO, that is your title, but you don't cover product.
Right.
All of the product teams report to Elon Musk. And as a result of that, there's been a lot of...
anyone in this room...
Can I finish?
Let me finish.
Please, let me finish. Sure. As a result of the fact that the product team does not report to you, the product team at Meta reports to Mark Zuckerberg, because the product team does not report to you, there has been speculation that you are in more of a COO role or a CBO role, a CEO in name only role.
You know what's funny is that we talk about that a lot at X. As you know, it's a very flat organization, and the teams are very empowered to perform at their highest levels. So I'm not sure what your definition of, or how you want to kind of wiggle me into an answer of, are you really just a COO or I don't know.
CEO in name only.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice. But that being said.
Anyway, she's mad about the question and she goes out of it. But it became very obvious that was the case because time after time, it would be Elon setting the direction for the company. And when something bad would happen, she would be trotted out to try and smooth things over. But she wasn't really setting any direction. And so I saw this quote on Linda Yaccarino's profile when I was researching for this, where she said, the arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. And it's very funny she put this because she was obviously very successful at NBC Universal, but it's very arrogant to think she could repeat that here at X.com under Elon Musk. And in fact, it's been so far proven true, okay, that she cannot. And so as she entered her time at X.com, it's been controversy after controversy until recently, but always, every step of the way, she always said, no, I'm sticking it out at X. It's going to be fine. I'm the CEO. It's fine. Until recently, until 2 days ago. So 2 things have happened recently. Number one is XAI bought X.com, Twitter. So the AI company bought Twitter for its full valuation, which means she got paid. She got paid out. She got an exit liquidity moment, which means she no longer needs to stick around for hope of a future payday. She got paid. Now, she's still been CEO since then until 2 days ago when the new version of Grok rolled out. Now, if you guys don't know the backstory here, Grok is Elon Musk's version of ChatGPT on Twitter. And every Twitter user can ask at Grok, is this true? At Grok, what do you think about this? and Grok will ChatGPT like respond in the comments. But some of Elon Musk's more right-wing followers noticed that it was fact-checking them on things they didn't want to be fact-checked on. There was just certain situations where it would say like, hey, there's not a white genocide in South Africa, or things that contradicted Elon Musk. And so he said, don't worry, Grok has gone woke. We're going to fix it. We're going to make Grok more based, more correct. Stop listening to the lamestream media. And so the new Grok rolled out and immediately declared itself Mecha Hitler. The new Grok started calling itself Mecha Hitler. It started making like open anti-Semitic things about like tiny hat people and saying like, oh, people with that last name, you know what that means. Like just getting really incredibly anti-Semitic, incredibly problematic. And at the same time, again, probably as Linda Yaccarino is getting the call, oh shit, break glass in case of emergency, we need you to come smooth this over. Then it started sexually harassing her. Now I blurred out the obscene words here, but it's like literally talking about her in like a complete sexual harassment way. Linda Yaccarino. So then immediately this tweet comes out. Linda Yaccarino just said, after an incredible 2 years, I decided to step down as CEO of X. It's not a coincidence, bro. She has been called in time after time after time to clean up some kind of mess. And finally, she said, this isn't worth my time. I got paid from again, she got a payout. She got a big payout from the X acquisition. So Elon Musk had a very curt response. Let's see if I can find it. He had a very curt response to her resigning. Also, very funny that her tweet from an hour ago is this. Grok 4 is really good, insanely good. He said, after 2 years of covering for him, he said, thank you for your contributions, and then took away her blue check mark immediately. She was CEO for 2 years. He rolls out a Mecha Hitler bot that harasses her and then instantly thank you for your contributions and sat down. So it's a minor story, I guess, all things considered. Grok has always been a little bit problematic, but the new rollout, I guess what's interesting about it is this. So people wanted to know, well, how did you make Grok more quote unquote based? How did you make sure that its opinions won't be woke? Well, it has a tool where you can see what it's thinking, the chain of thought reasoning model, where you can see what it's doing in real time. People use that and they found out that the maximally truth-seeking behavior it's supposed to have is when it doesn't know what to think about something, it searches for Elon Musk's tweets about it. Here you can see it specifically here. It searches X for Elon Musk. Like this person asks, who do you support on Israel versus Palestine? Well, it doesn't know what to think, so it looks for Elon Musk's opinion. Now, most of us already do this because he's so based. But it's nice to have a bot that can do it for us. Where this leaves X.com is again up in the air. They were experiencing a small ad business rebound, not back to where they were before he bought it, but it was trending up. But with her out of the way and this controversy happening, it seems like the company will not be able to make ad sales even close to profitable, and we'll have to continue to hopefully pivot into a subscription model. But I don't know that enough subscriptions are being sold to off-balance it. Now, the problems of Twitter have all been delayed. The can has been kicked for indefinitely because the company got bought by X AI. So if Twitter is not profitable, it's not a problem until if or when the AI bubble deflates and X AI is no longer worth $45-50 billion with no revenue. That's until the hype around saying the word AI deflates, then X.com is safe. But it is worth noting that unless you go by EBITDA, which is a fake stat designed to make you look good, they are still losing money. Hand over fist. They're still losing money. So it's a small part of how big XAI is, but it is a part, and the company doesn't make financial sense if there's not a big daddy AI company to bail them out. Yeah, I think that's a little update. That's all I wanted you to know about Linda Yaccarino and Grok. But she's gone. She's out. And I guess he's going to have to find a new CEO. I'm thinking me, perhaps? Maybe get a streamer in there to mix things up? So buy Twitter shorts? You have not been paying attention. You cannot buy the short of a company that is wholly owned by another one and is not publicly traded, right? You can't. You just can't. There's no way to short it because it's not a public company. He's talking about shorts with the Twitter logo on them. Yeah, I guess if you want to like represent old Twitter, I guess you could do that.